So here we go. Time to play Alien Isolation once again. So mission 1, closing the book. Your main objective will be get dressed. As you get into the locker room with your clothes, you will find your first terminal in this location. So make sure you get dressed, as your main objective says, and then we're going to move on to the next log. So now there are two objectives. We've got to speak to both people. Once we get to the lady in the middle of the room, look to the left hand side, and once again you will find your next two additional logs. Log number 2 and log number 003.
You get used to it.
I'm going to try my best to actually get them in like number order type thing. Well, no, not number order as such, but I'm going to try and show you the numbers that correspond with the in-game count as well. So if you're stuck on something and need to find something, then hopefully you can just have a quick look and say, yep, I need that one. Okay, mission 2. After you go through the fire and go through the vent for the very first time, and you will find this terminal just sitting here. This one's pretty damn easy to spot because you need to go literally right past it to continue on with the story. I'm going to show you a bit more because as soon as you run on this platform, then boom. I don't think you can get back up here. So now when you get into the control room, you need to turn the power on and then once again activate the terminal. It is required to go onto this terminal to unlock and do stuff. So there should be a few logs here. There should be 3 logs. Move down, goodbye, and kill the power. But if you go to make sure you go to the bottom utility and activate the doors. Now this will put us into a good thing where we can find our very first blueprint. Alright, so we need to actually know the combination. We can't actually do it without knowing what the number is, unfortunately. So now go to the doorway on the right that has a red light on. Now interact with the keypad, do the door code 0340. Now on the right hand side you will find your blueprint and also you will find some stuff you can pick up as well. And now once we get into this bigger area, you will have to turn the power on. And then eventually once you come out, you will notice this door have a big bright shining light coming through it. And in this area alone, you will find your archive log 008. This will be the terminal riot. And in the same room, you will find another archive log, or archive, sorry. You will find about 3 here. So put in the plug to all the specialist employees and what is Apollo.
By projectiles from an angry crowd. A gun was fired, there was panic, and now waits in what's left of his.
And now we're going to jump down into the hole in this room and then move on as normal. Now we're going to grab the last power coupling. So once you have proceeded on with the story, you'll get to the door that says 42 and has a lock on it. This will require the maintenance jack, but make sure you look at the diary just to the right of us. So now what we need to do, part of the story, is find the power switch to unlock the doorway to our left. So let's go find that. That's literally in the next room to our right hand side of the main door that we just looked at. There's no point searching around here, just turn the power on and leave, because we need the maintenance jack for the rest of it. If you really want to search, you can search for any goodies, it's up to you though. Now in this room I got kind of confused. I thought it was in here because I am watching my old original guide and also trying to find the rest of them that I missed. I think I missed 5 of them. just go into this control room here and you will find your archive log number 013.
Asshole again. This time he nearly wrecked.
Okay, once again, you will just follow the main story, figure out where you need to go. You will find the guy on the floor. This guy is called Zed Watson.
I want to make a complaint.
And right next to his body, you will find 3 items. So the archive log, dead soldiers, the ID tag, the Watson, and also the maintenance jack that is required to proceed along with the story. Yeah, I just remembered as well, I kind of forgot to look around. You know when I said about the power stuff, I just realised I didn't actually look there properly. But I did look there when I wasn't recording, but I don't remember if there's anything decent there, like collectible wise. But anyway, we're going to have a look in this room. So use your maintenance jack for the first time or the second time, and you will find just a lonesome diary in here.
Interview subject. Heist. Did I say that right? Heist?
So now feel free to do some investigation around the whole area before we interact with the next maintenance jack lock. You will find a guy called Axel or Alex.
I marked it so I wouldn't forget it.
Eventually you'll get into the room that is kind of dark and he says, can you find the vent that is marked? But as soon as you go left straight away, you'll find your first vent that claims an ID tag called A Fielding. And now for the final set of archive logs. So this is right near the end of mission 2. So just before we turn the power on with me and good old Alex. So right here, you will literally go right past this. So hopefully you do notice it. Just interact with the terminal. Just make sure you highlight them and press the interact button or select button.
Supposed to be here. My shipping out papers.
So you should find a blind-eyed 2-man roll and inventory. So that is it. We're moving on now to mission 3. Mission 3. So when you get to this location, there will be a woman directly ahead of you. She will turn around and attempt to shoot at you. So now go into the middle section of this desk area and you will find 2 items. One of them's ID tag and then the second thing will be the archive log. This should be numbered 019.
Listen to me very carefully. I want you to leave work now. Collect Claire.
Now we're going to go and grab the blueprint for the smoke bomb. So once again, just follow the objective, do what you need to do, and eventually you'll need to come in here to find a flight recorder. But on the table you will find the smoke bomb blueprint. I'm pretty sure it's this room anyway. We'll find the flight recorder and it's no data found. On the same table, well not same, but on the table to the left, you will find another ID tag. And now still in this same area, I think this is going to be another blueprint. So in the area with the body at the very end, we will pick up the blueprint located on the control panels on the right hand side or wherever this thing is. Bookshelf. So I think we will be coming back here once we require some more upgrades. Now once again from the last location, we are going to now use our tuner thing to gain access to this door. Once again, once we go inside, we'll find the empty box log and the ID tag. So the ID tag should be located nearer the box. Well, I say empty box, but the archive log.
Message from Marshal Waits. This is Chief Porter in tech support. Look, there's nothing on this.
I do apologise how long it takes for me to do all this stuff. I'm just trying to make sure you see what I've got and what I haven't yet. So the tag we just got is the J. Williams. All right, we're moving on now. Now, as we have done the necessary things, the alarm will be set or lockdown will be in effect. Now, with our new gadget that we can now use, to go to this doorway and now hack the door. Once again, this is one of the places that we are required to go. So not really much information here needed to show you. But this will be the nice surprise area where our friend will arrive. So just interact with this terminal and you will find an additional 2 more logs. Just make sure you select them and just press E or just press the select button just to make sure you do have them. I don't know. I haven't really tested it out yet. If you just go into the terminal, it gives you them all, but I think you have to go to each one to make sure they get activated in your log journal thing. All right, here we go. So many more logs. So the next mission, when we get to the part where we see the working Joes, and then we also need to grab the motion tracker. After you grab the motion tracker, just simply go to the terminal directly behind you.
No.
Once again,
no
this
problem.
terminal is basically the story related. The reason why I say that, we have to go to the utility to access the door control to unlock it. Just make sure you grab the logs when you do this.
Marie, if you get this, I'm making my way to Seegson Communications now. I didn't wake you because I knew you'd try and stop me. Please understand this is our best. Reestablish communications.
Now from the last location, we're going to grab the blueprint noisemaker. So now follow the stairs up, you'll find a save point. Feel free to save it, because if you do die then you need to restart, and well, not restart the game, but you have to restart to grab all the stuff again that you already previously got. But go through the locked door on your left and then go into this lounge area and you'll find the noisemaker blueprint located on the table. And now once you see the friendly working Joe make this guy deceased, don't worry, you'll definitely see it. You get a short scene as well. Go in the room next to the body, and on the right you will find once again another terminal. This one I believe you don't have to access. You may do, but I don't think it's required. But you'll see the Apollo, and then you will find you're logged. Now in this same area you will find that there's an ID tag. Just turn around, go up the steps on the table directly to your right. This is where you're going to find your next ID tag. Be careful, there is working Joes here. In this same room, make sure you press the switch to your left to turn the cameras on, and then we should move on. Now head to the elevator. Once again, there will be another save point. Go to the left door and head up to the very tip of the top of the stairs. So from my knowledge, you need to come up here anyway to press a switch, but in the same room, in the adjacent room before the main objective, you will find that there's a terminal. Once again, you will find 3 terminals here. So Torrens Hall or Hail, Torrens Damage, and Torrens Hail again, or the Re. So if you get to this part here and wondering do they actually count, yes they do. All you need to do is just simply press select on each. It doesn't dismiss the other one. So if you really want to listen to them, then just feel free to stay here until it's finished and then go to the next one. There we go. We've got an additional 3 more. So we're getting to a point now where we get into one of the logs that we can't get yet because we don't have the necessary items. So that will be like a way later on in the game before we can actually come back and grab them. Alright, so once again, just follow the objective. This actually scared the crap out of me because I didn't realise he woke up. So you need to follow this objective where one of the working Joes will actually turn off the communications to your friends. But very close to that location, you will find that there's one of these boxes. We need to turn off the alarm system and open up the doorway. So to the right here, there will be the main objective, but we need to go left. This door is locked, but normally it's locked, but we have to use that machine that I was previously on to open it. Just go inside to claim the ID tag. So I'm trying to show you the map more regular and be more closer to the item, because as you're playing the game you'll need to come in this direction. Okay, so anyway, once we go into the main area where the main objective is, go inside this back room area and you will find the blueprint for the EMP. Now proceed on following the next area. Go through the vent and you'll also find another terminal. Well, I believe it's a terminal, and you'll get the receipt of transmission. It may not be a terminal. I think it might be a log note, like one of them diary things. Oh no, okay, so yeah, it was. I don't know why I second guess myself. I do that quite a lot, really.
Sevastopol, this is Wayland-Yutani Executive Administrator Nina Taylor.
Alright, so we're done. Just make sure now you go to that main objective and do it. Now once we have done that main objective, then we have to proceed all the way back through, go back through the elevator and do everything you need to do. Eventually, if you just follow the objective, you will land here. In this room to the right, there may be some working Joes, but for me, I was quite fortunate of seeing no Joes here. Because on my previous guide, I said to take this way. I'm doing the same way because that's what I said and it seemed to work fine. Now take the next door on your right and you will find a terminal giving you 2 more logs, logs 27 and log 28, called Call Log AM and Call Log PM. Also to the right side of this computer there will be another table claiming the next ID tag. What I forgot to mention is a bit too late now. There is an achievement related to this mission where we need to not take damage by any working Joes. We're now going to finally grab one of the Nostromo logs and once again one of the IDs. Now from the last location, go for the doorway directly in front, head up the stairs and go for the doorway here. Now follow the right path and go into the next doorway on your left. This is an area that the working Joes will be walking around. You will find a Nostromo log in this room just to the left. Be very careful. If you stay here long enough, a working Joe behind you will see you, like I've just been spotted. I was very confused. I was suspecting the log would turn off, but no, it stays on once you activate it. But then run down to the corridor to your right, or left side, sorry, and you'll find ID tag just there as well. I was hoping I wasn't going to get seen, but never mind. I think on my original guide I made, I was playing on hard mode, so these guys were a pain in the ass. So was the alien, but I also enjoyed this game very much. It's been over 10 years and it's still a great game. So now mission 5, we eventually team back up with our crewmates. So one of the androids, and I think her name is... I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, we'll find a hurt colleague of ours. Right next in the train station section, you will find the ID tag. So we can actually grab Pipe Bomb V3 right here if we want to. So just be mindful that when we do come back to this in chapter 16, it won't be there. So if you decide to grab this pipe bomb right now, you can. So this is just before we get to the doctor. Now just merry away all by yourself. Eventually you'll get to an objective where you'll see this doctor. I think his name is Dr. Kalma, I think it is. He will tell you to do the necessary things, but ignore what he says for now. Go through this vent and this will take you towards an ID tag. I think this is the only way to grab it. I don't think the door opens ever until you go through this vent. So in here you will find a map, and then you will find the ID tag should be on the table. Whitechapel. Alright, so we're going back to the doctor. Now we're going to proceed on with the story. So head for this main door. This is where we need to go. So the doctor will help us through this area. If you're not sure where to go, he will say, no, not that way, go this way. But head into the day room and you will find an archive log here. And now the doctor will tell you, no, wrong way. Ignore his advice, go through the doorway and head left. You'll find the doorway open, you'll find like one of these asylum little bunker things, rooms. But right next to the body you will find the next log. Oh sorry, the next ID tag I should say. Alright, so this one's pretty simple as well. So there will be an objective where we need to go in this computer. And we will find some logs as well. So the low on meds, hospital quarantine and outpost of progress number 3. I believe this is the one we're required to go to find stuff. Maybe it's the other one, but anyway, I do show the map and it's not really that far away.
Shit.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that is definitely 100% the terminal we need to go to. So yeah, that door I tried to go to, that is one of the doors we can't get through until way later. There is a log in that room as well. I didn't follow the advice of my own guide. So this alien will not see you, he will just turn around and face forward after he does his sexy pose he does. But yeah, he'll just simply walk away from you. Now enter the first door on your left, type in the combination 1702 because you get that on the terminal before we met the alien. Go into the room to find the ID tag for T. Miller. And now we're still in the main room, so follow the objective on your map and head further down. We're going to grab a few things here before we do the main objective. We're going to find the pipe bomb. That is located on the left side in this room. I think there's a save point here, so feel free to use that if you need to. I think I did. Now from the last location, we're going to head back now. Go back up the steps. And go down this path. So if you keep following this path down, eventually you'll get to a point where it's like a dining room again, or a table. And on the right hand side, you will find the L tart. Okay, now we're going to go into the objective area from what I remember. So we do the objective and then we go to this next objective where we have to find like a certain room to go investigate. So in this circular room where we're in now, go right and go through the first door on your right. On here you will find Terminal 31 recovery rooms and the next log 040 medical record 1. Okay, so look for the room on your map. It is called A27. In this room alone you will find that there's an ID tag. This isn't the main room that we need to go in, but if you search the rooms you will find ID tags. Now I believe the room you need to go in is A29, I think. But after that, we're going to move on to Mission 6. So as soon as we start Mission 6, this is where we'll be. We can't really miss it. And you need to grab the stun baton as well. So once again, this part is basically unmissable. Now once the door opens, we're going to find the logs. So we need to mess with the terminal. Once again, this is required for the story. Just make sure you interact with the logs. So you should get here log 42 and log 43. So I think so far we are missing log 41. I'm pretty sure that's the one. Yes, I'm pretty sure log 41 is the one that we cannot get until way later in the game. Now from the last location, once you have done the necessary things to the left room and we grab the canister from that room. Now come back into this room and insert the canister for the right room. Now once that's cleared out, we're now going to proceed with the objective. This is where we need to go anyway. And interact with this terminal protection thing, and we need to reroute the power from the air to the vent. Because the vent access is right near us. That's where we need to go. But for some reason it unlocks this door. So I don't know why it does it, but apparently it does. So now simply go outside this door and you'll see the vent in the next room. Okay, so once you follow the objective, in the same room you will find the terminal. Once again, this is required. Just make sure you access the terminal for the dispensary is empty. And I believe the utility is the one that we need to press to proceed on with the story, because it tells us like door codes and stuff. So as you just seen, that code is like 2137, I think. Now go to the next terminal where the objective is. We need to come here once again. I think we don't have to go on the terminal. But we need to press the combination stuff anyway. So on the table itself, I already picked up, well, during this area right now, I've already picked up pretty quickly. There will be a blueprint for a Molotov cocktail in this room next to the terminal. No idea how that alien didn't see me. But right next to the terminal, there will be a blueprint, and also enter the terminal to gain an additional 4. Yeah, it's 4 terminals we're going to find. So between log 45 and 48, just make sure you do them all. Time to speed things up now. Go to the combination and type in the 2502, I think the combination was. And that will gain you access to the main story keycard. But once again, if you know the combination already, the game will force you to actually make sure you see the combination before you can do it. Now enter the next room. This is quite a biggish room with enemies as well. We can use the enemies to the advantage where we can make them make noise with their guns. But just follow the pathway down. About halfway down near that guy walking away, you will find a room that you can enter. This will be the ID tag on the table. Now we're going to proceed on a bit further. So where the guy was walking around, I'm pretty sure I had him dealt with the alien. So in the medical room now, or the sick bay, you will find the terminal. This isn't required for any story, so make sure you go on it. This will be the archive log between 51 and 55. So you get the human touch, the duty roster, medical record 2 and 3. And now once again, from the last location, I almost messed myself up here, but of course you're not going to see it because I will cut it out. So in this room there'll be multiple enemies, and you'll probably just see them just spawn now. But I had to use the alien to help me out. I proceed down this hallway and go into the main objective room, the theatre room. In this room alone there is going to be a couple of logs, so 49 and 50. So the autopsy report and tape off the scene. And now in this same room once again, look to the left, you'll find the person on the autopsy table, and behind him, or behind that table, you will find an ID tag located on one of them TV things, hanging on the back side. Just make sure you grab the main objective in this room. I already picked it up during the video clip. So now we need to leave. So basically what we need to do now is try to leave, and then we can't, and then we have to go back through the area again to a certain point, activate the code red or whatever it is, alarms. Alright, this specimen is so damn sexy. Anyway, for this audio log, or for the archive log, you can actually get this later on in the game if you really want to. But since we're here, we may as well get it anyway. So after the explosions and stuff happen, go into the back far room. On the left hand side you will find a dead body, and also in the same room you will find this archive log number 130. Let me be a friend to you. That's it, moving on to mission 7. And now we're on mission 7. So as soon as we spawn into mission 7, we'll be looking directly ahead. So make sure you make a manual save and then proceed to turn around, and you will find a dead body at the very end of this corridor. Just simply grab the ID tag located on the body just on the left.
Stay awake, jackass.
Now I'm going to speed things up now, just because it takes a bit of time just getting there, and basically you need to do this anyway just to avoid detection. Yes, you can do the detection if you want to, but I'm going to try to avoid that just because the alien will deal with this very shortly. So now as we go through the area, we eventually leave back out, and then it will place us right next to the ladder that we need to go up. Now from here, proceed to climb up the ladder and then proceed to go right. I believe it's the first doorway to your right as well. That will lead to your next archive log. I believe this is one of the logs that we need to go to activate a certain thing, but I can't remember exactly if this is the right one or not.
We're not alone. Something heard the shots. Keep it a rest.
So here's the archive log area, so make sure you grab the our years ahead and your report.
I've been looking over your report on the Wayland-Yutani androids.
Now in this same room, you're also going to find that there's a blueprint. Oh no, sorry, that's the next room. My bad. So So yeah, if you go to the next room, there'll be the same sort of room again with 2 notes or 2 logs, and also there's going to be a blueprint in that same room as well. So proceed on to the right hand side still and enter the next doorway. So I believe this is the audio log, sorry, the log area that we need to do this time around. There should be something that we can activate if this is the right one. So we get the Working Joe and the storage log. Oh no, still not one. Never mind then. But in this same room though, you'll definitely find a smoke bomb, a V2 version of the blueprint. Now just simply follow the story progression. We'll get to a point just before the ladder. You see in the directly near you can't miss it because you have to go directly past it. Before going past the ladder, just go to the left inside this room and you will find another 2 logs. So you'll find log 60 and 61, so tomorrow together and the VIP visit.
Smythe, have you been practicing the script for the VIPs visiting today?
Now keeping things simple from the last location, we're now going to go inside the main area. So this is like a storage area, so to speak.
The jobs Seegson have allocated for us back on Earth are on the line. Don't screw up.
So you probably notice that Working Joe over there. We do need to activate him, but we can't do it just yet. So go down here and go all the way to the end. You will find a dead body containing the next ID tag. I believe this one's on the table next to the body. Oh no, it's on the floor. Never mind. Alright. So if you want to, you can make another save in this room. Go back to the ladder now. We need to proceed to go up now. Now for the main story progression, all we have to do is activate this terminal and this will activate the Working Joe. Don't worry, he's coming. Now proceed to the right door. We have to use our lockpick or our hacking tool. We can't go through the door to the left just yet, just because we don't have the necessary things. In this room you will find that there's a terminal as well. So this should be 3 terminals. So the android, elevator and the bidders.
Smythe, it's Spedding. You knew full well that these guys were the last bidders for Sevastopol.
Okay, now with that done, just go to where the Working Joe is located and just proceed on with the story. You'll get to a point here where you see 3 guys that are here shooting, and then one of the alien will grab one of the 3 humans up there. So just ignore the fight and just stay down here. So you could actually use the ladder, but you'll get spotted instantly. But if you take the left path where I'm going now, you avoid detection. Yes, I could make it a lot faster, just climb the ladder and killing them, but since I didn't want to do that, I'm just taking the other way around. In the room to the left, you will find that there's another terminal. There should be only one, and this will be the synthetic engineer request. Now we're going to grab the flashbang, so welcome to mission 8. It will feel like it will take some time getting to this location, but just follow the story progression, and then as soon as you leave the elevator in this room, you will get the flashbang V2 blueprint just on the table to the left. Now in this same room, you go to the very far end on the right, and you will find an ID tag called K. Clark.
Trouble, so it's going to take me a while to get back.
So now after you have turned on the trains again, or the tram station area, you will now need to proceed back. But unfortunately we can't use the elevator because it's now broken. But you will find that there's a person that arrives up here and also a synthetic. So make sure you deal with them both and go into the room where the synthetic came from. And you will find another terminal. There should be 67 and 68, so restart, transit, and double crossed. Now basically in the next room, we'll get the upgrade for the blowtorch. So just make sure you make a manual save. I don't really want to do that all again. Alright, so what we need to do now is just simply leave the area. Way to do that is go through this board here. We need to cut this open. And then proceed through the vent. As soon as we leave the vent, you should hopefully run directly into the archive log 69. We need supplies, and also you'll grab the next ID tag called V-Nash.
Take what you can from whoever you want. I found an area in habitation where we can...
Now once again, proceeding on with the story. So nearing the end of mission 8, this is quite short. After you go through the tram station a few times, then you'll get to a point where we need to now go to where the marshal's located. Before that, go into the area to the left hand side, so the marshal will be on the right side of the map. But if you take the left path, this is where we'll be. So the marshal location is pretty easy to spot. As soon as you get into this location, just go left instead of right. And now we're mission 10. So mission 9 is basically just a walk-in sim area. Once mission 10 starts, this will be one of the biggest levels in this game so far. So in the room or the main office area, you're going to find a terminal. This will hold log 70 and 71, first trap gone, and arrest sheets. Now keeping things simple, from the last location, we're now going to go into the room where your friend is located on the hospital bed. So go back into the main room where the marshal is located and take the doorway to the left side. Now in this same room, we're going to find multiple things. So archive log 103 and 104. So impounded and some kind of parasite.
Wait, it's Dr. Lingard.
And then on the left side, the far left side of this room, you're going to find another audio log located on the table.
The patient was, well, get down here now.
This will be called 102 Retirement Plan. Well, the log is 102, but it's called Retirement Plan.
Wait, we should talk about what happened. Chris, but I wanted to make sure you didn't do anything rash.
Now in the same location,
I'm
we're going to
talking
leave.
about catching the specimen without killing it. If we
Then
play
go into the
smart,
other room
it can be set
located
up
on the
for
right
life.
side.
I have the
So take
connections.
this path all the way
I can
down,
set it up.
and you will find this
Anyone
one
will
just sitting
extend.
on the side, just next to the interrogation room. Right, so now for your very second Nostromo log, is as we just follow this story progression. But if you're trying to follow this without doing the story, then I do show the map on everything I do, so just make sure you take a look at the name where I am and just go to that location. But as we are going to the server hub, the doorway to the left we can now access since we have a level 2 hack and device. In this same room you're going to find your second Nostromo log.
I've been installed on board the Nostromo. All the relevant paperwork has been signed, and I...
And now once we make our way back to a very familiar area, so this is where we first met the aliens, so this is like mission 3 or 4. So in this same room we are required, I repeat, required to go on this terminal. We have to do it. So on this terminal alone you're going to find a few of these logs, so the pointless request, hardware problems and an outpost of progress number 4. Just make sure you do the objective on this terminal as well. So now this is basically from the last location. I had to do this in another recording. So in this exact same room, we haven't left it, it's just a different angle. So in this room, if you go to the back area or go to the corridor or the room to your right and go through the next doorway. And now go into the back rooms to the left where you'll find the dead guy on the chair, and right next to him will be a lady walking around. So all we have to do is walk close to her and hopefully she will give us the combination. If not, you need to retry again because she didn't give me it the first time, but this is the second attempt.
Don't make noise. Don't.
I shall give you a combination 0482. This is the transit office code located in this area. So the transit we actually left to get to this area. There is an office very, very nearby with a combination you can now add to get the Medipack V2. But we don't need to worry because I get that anyway at a later date. Now for the archive log number 79 and 80. So from the last location, just go through the doorway directly ahead. So on your left hand side, that's where we came in from. Kind of scared the crap out of me. Oh, sorry, no, it's to the right where the android comes out. My bad. And now from here, we want to go upstairs. As soon as we go through the doorway, there should be a terminal to the left hand side. So this is where we need to be for one of the objectives. So right next to the objective area, you're going to find this terminal just staying in the corner. This will be the security shutters and the camp. Alright, so directly behind you, you're going to find your next archive log. So this is number 72. I can't tell who's escaped. This will be right next to the main objective. You can see the objective to the right of us, just down that little alcove section. Alright, so for the next logs, just a recommendation, do not activate this lockdown because it will lock the door to your right hand side, if memory serves me correctly. But I do believe these doors do unlock later in the mission, just not yet. So I'd recommend just get it over and done with. Go into the doorway and you will find another log on this terminal. Sorry, there's 2 logs. Now make sure you open the cell as well. This is required to get the next ID tag. I'm pretty sure the cells button does unlock the cell directly ahead of us. So in the cell to the right hand side you will find another ID tag. Poor little fella. Now once again, keeping things simple. We're now going to initiate the lockdown, because that's what the main objective is for.
Maintenance access shut off.
And now for the next terminal, just go up the stairs again. As soon as you enter the doorway directly at the very top of the stairs, just look right and you will find it just tucked away in the corner. So once again, there's an additional 2 logs, 77 and 78. One is called Taken and the other one's called Scavenging. Other than that, there is no additional stuff to find here. But we will do from the last location, and also feel free to do the main objectives once you're here. There's no point leaving it. I'm not going to show you me doing it. I'm just going to advise you to do it. I'm pretty sure I don't show you. Well, never mind. I do show. For some reason, I thought I didn't. I was mistaken again.
Supply storage locked down.
Alright, so this is the second time we're going to do the initiate lockdown. And then we're going to go back through the doorway and head down one flight of stairs and take the doorway to the left. Also, make sure you grab the map if you haven't got map. And also, we're going to do this next one here. So we're going to do the door lockdown again. So this one will actually open the door that we need to go through. Once again, all this is part of the story. So now as we go through, we'll find the our friendly guide to the left.
Patch me through to Ripley. I've already connected you. Ripley.
Now on this terminal alone, there's going to be 3 logs. So hacked, transmission, and the folder code. So we need the folder code to get the transmission relay. So just make sure you look through everything, click on bypass program and all that stuff, get the combination, go back to the audio, type in the combination 7789, and then just play that and then we can move on. Once again, from the last location. I think it's from the last location we're doing. The next thing we're going to find is an ID tag. Now after you've done your necessary things, this doorway will be opened. You'll find another friendly android. And to the right of this section, go inside. Go around this table onto the left side and go into the back rooms here. On the desk next to the radio, you will find that there's another ID tag. Outside my room is quite active at the moment, so hopefully you don't hear too much of noise. Okay, so from the last location, once again, repeating myself like a damn parrot. We're going to grab the Noisemaker version 2. So go into the next doorway in that hallway where the android was or is, and you'll just find this one just laying there. So now eventually, I do mean eventually, you'll come to the cutting torch upgrade. So once we have gotten that, you will find the terminal directly in the room afterwards. And this will be the funding and the maintenance system. And also make sure you go to utility and activate the service request. I don't think it's required, but just do it just in case.
Maintenance check request in sector C12 received and confirmed. A service caretaker is on its way.
So basically I'm waiting around for the android to come back and do his thing. Okay, go to the next terminal located in the next room. So this is where the android was, right next to it. So I'm assuming you need to do that service request to get him out of this area, just so you can do this terminal. This one has only one, and that's requirements. Just make sure you go to do the main objective and disable the door thing or whatever it is we have to do. Almost at the end of mission 10. You see, yeah, this alien really wants me so bad. Okay, once again, from the last location, we're going to grab another 2 logs, sit tight, and the shutdown. So the doorway to the left, that's where we're going to head into. And also, that's where the main objective is anyway. Alright, so this is where we need to be for the main objective, but just ignore for now and go upstairs or up the ladder. Now this is where I got confused. For some reason I thought I had to go left, but that is for the next part. So take a right path and then you should hopefully find a terminal inside here. Once again containing the sit tight and the shutdown logs. Also make sure you look through the entire terminal just in case you have to activate something for the mission. Okay, from the last location. Now we're going to go back through the room and go to the other doorway, the one I got confused on for a second. So we're going to find this ID tag located in the ventilation. So I believe this is the ventilation that is required to go through. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. So once you press this switch, then we can take the ventilation to the next part. So I believe that should be 2 out of 3 switches pressed. Just make sure you grab the ID tag as we go through this area. Now I believe the next video clip should be after we have pressed the 3rd switch to activate the power to the main room. So this is the area that I've already pressed the main switch. So once we now have the upgrade to go through this doorway now, we can go through there. So make sure you go through the door, and in this office space you will find another terminal. In here you will just find one singular terminal or log. Oh no, sorry, 2, my bad. Okay, so once you have done a lot of the missions so far, so then the next mission, we need to come into this room and find some information. So I believe this archive log is required, but not the name. Oh no, never mind. This is not required. But the area that we're in is required, I think. But in the same area though, we'll find an ID tag as well, right next to the bed or on the bed. So now for this log, I kind of didn't record me picking up the keycard. I kind of forgot that this keycard is tied to a terminal. So on this person here, you will find the keycard.
Can't trust anyone.
Now, as we have gotten the keycard, just head straight. There's not really much I can say here, just head straight. Now, if you keep looking to the left-hand side, you will find the door that requires a key code or key card. So that's the key card we got from the guy on the table, and now we can go inside to grab your number 92 samples archive log. And that'll be it for number 10. Let's move on to mission 11.
I'm sending over some samples.
Welcome to mission 11. So for this next blueprint, this is pretty damn easy to find as you progress through the ventilation area. And eventually you'll just get into this room with the blueprint on the table. So you have to go through this area anyway to proceed on with the story. Now for the next archive log, when you get into this corridor, go to the middle door on your right. So the floor vent there, we need to go through that. That is part of the story. But instead, for now, go through this lounge area to find your next log. This will be no future.
I don't know when anyone.
Now, feel free to make a manual save, and then we go through the floor vent, and then we shall leave to the other side. Now, as soon as we leave, we will find another ID tag in here. So feel free to grab that before you do anything else. But I'm just showing you more than I need to, just to be sure you know where you are. So in this room here alone, there will be a power switch that we need to turn on to activate the door in this room. But just before we leave, just make sure you grab the ID tag. Now we're going to do G. Ramsey. So basically you will go through this small area and you will find quite a few androids, and they will attack everyone, including you. So when you do the mission on the right hand side, it will take you into this direction anyway, to the left. So you'll go through this area twice, so hopefully you should notice it when we get here. When we climb the flight of stairs, go through the doorway and go to the very far end, and on the right hand side you will find the dog tag or the ID tag located on the chair. Once again, recommended to do the objective first, then come back, because we need to go through this area anyway.
Seegson family today.
Now for log 100 and 101.
Seegson tomorrow. Together.
From the last location, go for the doorway to your right. You will find a civilian running around this section, just ignore that. Go through the shutter door here on the left. And in this room alone, there will be one terminal containing your next 2 logs. So once again, I know I'm repeating myself quite a lot, but this area is actually part of the story. The terminal is not, but the area that we go through will be.
Thanks. I'm leaving this for you when you wake up.
So just make sure you look around. So this is like a bed area or sleep-in quarters. So the log number 96 all the way to 99. So once again, from the last location, head up the stairs, you will find an android patrolling this area. When you have dealt with him, go through the doorway here and go down the flight of stairs. Now in this room, there will be, I think, 3 doors, but only 2 of them can be turned on. Or open, I should say. So enter either the left or right door. They both kind of lead the same way, but if you enter the left door first, this will take you directly in front of your next terminal. So in this terminal, you will find what are your plans, security risk, inhabitants, and the people are scared.
I have been camped out in Galilee more for maybe
Just make sure you activate every single log. Press it multiple times, and now let's move on. Nostromo log number 4. Yes, this is not technically number 4, but this is number 4 on your logs. So when you start this next level, as soon as you're in the transit section, just look to the left. We see it up the stairway. So this is right where we need to go for the objective. Just interact with the door here and use your torch. Now enter the doorway on your left. There will be another torch that we can go through. In this room, this will be, I think, no, it's not going to be in gas because we haven't got the mask yet. Alright, so that's the Nostromo log number 4 on your log section. So we won't find log 003 until I think mission 17 or 16. So now from the last, or almost from the last location, just go across the way in the corridor section. And now we're going to enter the elevator. Yes, we can grab that Nostromo log a bit later if you want to, but since we're literally right there, we may as well grab it on the way through. So now, as we are following the main objective, just like normal.
There's a security alert firing off in the labs nearby. Elevators are out.
As soon as you land in this section, you will find a guard or a civilian in the reception desk area with a newspaper or magazine stuffed down his mouth.
You have to climb. There's a service vent through
Now
the
interact with the terminal. This will be the read this. I think this is actually required, this terminal as well, because you need the combination to get through the doorway. And now once you go through the doorway to the right of the reception desk area, you then will proceed through this very lengthy section where you'll need to climb ladders and you almost fall down an elevated shaft and all that fancy dancy stuff. Nothing really here to really show you much, but I thought I might show you the whole scenario just to be safe. Alright, so once we enter this hall, room full of dead androids, this is like a android memorial, not memorial, but repair station section. We're going to find a couple of things here. So on the right hand side, you'll notice loads of dead bodies and all that stuff. Go into the main section in the middle. And I believe this terminal is required, but I don't think it is though. So in this area, you'll find log 107 and 108, reformat and investigations. So no, this isn't required. Now just turn the power on in this room and then we can also grab the ID tag as well. We don't have to turn the power on now, but we may as well turn something on since we're here. Then once you've done whatever you want to do here, then we're going to grab the next ID tag. So leave the middle room, follow it round to the left, go to the doorway that is open to your right. On the last desk on your left, next to the covered terminal, to find your ID tag. In the room to the left, there's only stuff to pick up. There's not really collectibles, so feel free to enter the doorway on your left before we leave the area. So now head back to the main room where we got the previous terminal stuff. Now we're going to proceed on with the story. So you are required to go through this vent just because the door in front of us does get locked in front of our faces. At this point now, you will finally have found Samuel once again. Just keep on going. Keep on going. I think I recorded this one a bit too long. Alright, so once you enter this section here, you will find that there's loads of androids to the left that are not activated. But on the right, you will find a person once again. Just interact with this terminal. This will grant you the replan tonight and the last chance and the showroom appointments. Now from this exact same location, we're now going to go to the right hand side to activate the next switch. I believe this switch is actually part of the story, but I'm going to show you anyway. So we're going to grab the blueprint Molotov V2. So this switch will activate the doorway directly where the androids are. So recommended just run, don't fight. The door will close behind you as we leave. Now go to the right hand side, you will find a person holding a blueprint and also some shotguns and a shotgun and shotgun ammo. So make sure you look very thoroughly in the next room ahead because there will be many things that we can pick up for the battle coming soon. Now once again, once you go in this room, you're going to find two things. The terminal in the back area, so in the main desk in the middle at the back. There's only two things here. We've got to read this one again and we have to read the hold it out one. Now to the left hand side, there'll be another desk. This one's located underneath, so make sure you grab this one. Alright, so we're now going to head out, do whatever you need to do. We're going to move on. So eventually we'll get back to this very familiar part, but this time we're on the upper level. You'll have to do some shimmy along the wall. When we get here, once again, it's just part of the story, so just follow the story objective and it will take you right here. But as we go over, you should hopefully run directly past this log. So this one's hard to miss, I'm going to say, but also it does blend in well with the crate, so if you do happen to miss it, no big deal. So we can do level select and join to a level that we miss something and go back to it and re-grab it if need be. Now enter the next doorway. Be very, very careful. This is the main objective room. There will be androids that wake up. There's about 5 of them. But if you go to the third room along, just to be sure, just look on your mini-map or your map. So make sure it's the third room, go left and enter this vent. In this ventilation area, you're going to find the ID tag. I'm kind of glad they didn't put much ID tags in vents. That would have sucked. Trying to find them all. Alright, we're getting near the end of mission 12. The next ID tag is after we have done the Samuel section. So we turned all the power on and all that good stuff. And now once we are leaving, you will find 2 doorways that are currently unlocked. Well, the first door is actually unlocked, but then the second one along, you need to use your, I think, your hacking device to do this one. And also, I believe you go past the save point as well. So feel free to save it along the way. But once you use your hacking device, and you will find this next tag located on the floor. If you've been exploring around, you should hopefully see this already when you're exploring this room previously. But then if not, you'll see it directly on the floor. I believe that is it for this one. We're now going to move on for mission 13. Now, once again, mission 13, just simply, once again, I'm not sound like a parrot, just follow the story progression. As soon as I think this is as soon as we start the mission, go to the room to the left, you're going to pick up another ID tag, and also there will be a terminal directly in the same room. So this will be Tomorrow Together 3 and Hazard Containment, but only 2. Just double check, make sure you click the button multiple times just to make sure you have, and also check your log count to see what ones you have unlocked. Now this one is story related, so don't have to explain whatsoever what to do here. But once again, just follow the story progression, interact with this like you have to. You cannot miss this whatsoever. And after this very short scene, if you go into your logs, you should get log 150, code on blueprint. Alright, we're going to move to the next one. So after we have now used that code on this doorway, now we're going to enter and go left. So in this red door, stay to the left once again. And this will be your next terminal containing only one log. The Apollo Sales 1 sheet. And now for the next log, we're going to go to the blue side now. So go back where you came from, past the save point, make sure you save it if you want to. Now enter the blue door. Now this will be in the kind of the same area, just go left, go for the next door on your right, and then you will find this one directly next to your objective. So make sure you grab this audio log, and then we're going to grab the objective right next to it. So please do that now, and let's move on. So there'll be 2 objectives here that we need to do. Just make sure you do them both, and then we'll be a-okay. So after the objectives are done, we'll crawl through the crawl space. I'm showing you right now with my mouse cursor. We'll go through this lengthy thing, then eventually we do fall down into this place. So you can't really miss it. This is where we actually do fall down. So on the left, you will see the android walking away. Through the blue door, you will find that there's a gas mask on this or in this room, so make sure you grab that. But also there will be a archive log number 119 and also 120.
Find another way to make contact.
So just FYI, make sure you grab the gas mask behind you. It's still relate, but just make sure to grab it in this room. From what I remember, I don't think I showed me picking it up. Now we're going to head back through the blue door and now proceed to the red door. Just an FYI, I did miss an ID tag here. So in the room to the left, there will be a container or crates, I should say. I'll go right past it right now. So on that crate, you will find an ID tag, but don't worry, I do go back and do it because I did miss it. I had to reload the level again. Now for this log, it's pretty simple. Just go to the blue room as we are now, and in the middle at the back there will be a terminal. Be careful, there will be one singular android that will walk around here, but I think there's another android that actually does like a full circle around this whole area. I don't know how I didn't get seen. But just interact with this terminal. This will be the log number 122, twisted in the wind. And also make sure you turn the power on. This will fry the androids or any androids that touch in this floor. Die, bitch. Alrighty, we're going to move on now. So from the last location, we're now going to go through the doorway to the right. The only reason why I had my Molotovs out because I did get seen by an android once already. I was just suspecting him to be here again, but he wasn't. But be very careful though, there will be an android in this next room, so make sure you crouch. This android does move from what I remember, so please be careful. We don't really want to fight him because we don't really have that much ammo now since we have no guns. But on the table to the left hand side you will find log 123, they're at the door. And in this same room we're going to find ID log as well, an ID tag. We're going to find two actually. The one to the left will be on the console here. And now we're going to go through the next room. And we'll find the next ID tag J King. As soon as we enter the new room, just look on the floor after we open the doorway. Now from what I remember now, this will go back to the other video clip where I missed that ID tag. So yeah, this is actually my second run of this level. Thank God there's a chapter select. So go through the red door. Now this is the tag I told you to get as we ran right past it. Now we've got it. Woohoo! Ignore my ID tags because I did get quite far ahead and then I realized I missed it. Now for the final things, we're going to get the ID tag as well.
Building better worlds.
So after you've done the main objective, just go down the both ladders. Once again, this is all part of the story. Can't really miss it. So this will be the terminal. Sorry, not the ID tag. Not what I was thinking. This will be the terminal. I think there's 3 things here. So the Apollo, the keep things quiet. Oh no, just 2. So here we are now, mission 14. So as we go down the good old elevator that we're on, can't really miss it because this is the start of mission 14.
It says there's something up with the reactor.
You're from the company. Tell it you don't give a shit and to do what you say.
Sorry, Ricardo, but I'm small.
So this log is pretty damn easy to find. So once you leave to the main area, you will find that there's a few androids in the window to your left. Don't worry, they won't see you. But next to where we got to turn the power on, there will be an audio log right here. And now this will take quite some time to get here, but this is where you will find your weapon. This will be the bolt gun. So on the bed you will find a deceased person that will hold your next ID tag, and also in the same room, just interact with the terminal. I believe this terminal is actually part of the story, so you need to go in here. So please make sure to look around the terminals to get all your goodies. Now for the next log. So just follow the story progression. So you will need to come to this elevator, take it up or down, whichever way it takes you.
Ricardo, you ever been to the reactor?
And then as soon as you leave this elevator, then you will find that there's an audio log in this area.
Seems like a lifetime ago.
Before heading through the doorway to the right to claim your weapons back. Well, it's not your weapons, but you will find weapons that you can pick up again. Just make sure you grab this archive log. Archive log. 126, I saw it. So like I said, now go down the corridor here to the right. You'll need to go down here anyway. Just make sure you pick up the weapons. The weapons are clearly on the ladder that you need to go up, so you can't miss them. But to the left of the ladder, just behind it, you will find some shelves, and on that top shelf you will find your ID tag. Now for number 14 again. So this will be the next ID tag. This will be near the end of the level. So after you've done the reactor scene and all that goody stuff, you eventually have to come back and then go to the medical facility. So on your way back to the tram station, go for the doorway to your right. Since now new doors are unlocked, you will find your next ID tag right here. Welcome to mission 15. So once we head back into this familiar area, this is like mission 8, 9. So once we come back in here, we can now grab the Nostromo log 005. System check went okay. So during this scene, this service elevator area, you can't activate or can't access it until now. So since we now have the torch, so feel free to use this door and just grab the message inside. And also we need the gas masks as well. We need a lot of things. Now for the blueprint flashbang V3. So following the objective marker, so go through the area and go to the very tip of the top. So you can't really miss it because you need to be in this area. So in the same area as the your hacker upgrade as well. So make sure you just search this like platform or bed section in this area. And also in the same area as well, you're going to find that there's a ID tag called J Jones. In this same area, once again, like I said, there will be a hacking device upgrade. This is required, so you can't really miss it. But I'm going to show you anyway where to find it. Easy peasy. And now, so this will be where we need to leave this section to go to another area of the ship. So once again, speaking like a parrot, just follow the ejective marker and then just proceed on as normal.
Ricardo, can you hear me?
Now as we leave this section, you'll find a save point. So we're going towards where Milo is, I think his name is. So now to get to this log, all we have to do is just follow this path, and then you will find a crate that will have your audio log on top. So you should go past it, so hopefully you guys don't miss it.
Barely been scraping a living.
Now for the log 134. 133 and 132. So this is all story related, so don't have to show you much for this one. Just make sure you do look at all the logs.
We're outside Sevastopol. Milo and Foster woke up first. She looked terrible.
Because we need to use this terminal just to get through this door alone, so you have to do it.
Quarantine procedures.
Now we're going to grab, I believe this is the final log until the next mission, so log 136 and 135. So once again, don't really have to show much. I think I'm showing too much, to be honest. But in this area, you will find that there's a terminal located on the left just before you go through the next door. So you'll have to pass through this room twice, going forward then coming back through it again. So hopefully you guys don't miss it. Right, it's pretty damn obvious where it is anyway, once you get here, because I think you have to use the hacking device on this door coming up.
I should deny your request.
Alright guys, so for mission 16, I'm going to shut my mouth because I do this from the last location for everything. So yeah, I do apologise, this is a very long section of mission 16. But it's also very confusing just because we have to backtrack to many places to get many collectibles. So let's go.
Took out an entire orbital stabilizer array. We have no place to dock. Please, tell us what's going on in there. We can take survivors. I'll leave this channel open. Torrens out.
Welcome to Seegson Communications. Please sign in at reception.
facility in a state that isn't your liking, please let us know.
This is Lambert, navigator on the USCSS Nostromo. And Sol system coordinates have now been verified by Mother. Antarctica Traffic Control will get our call on October 22nd, or a few hours on either side. Signing off.
Strange. There. You're still here, then. Is anybody there? Follow me, please. You're becoming hysterical. It's my turn now. Don't run. I'm going to catch you. Why not ask me about Sevastopol safety protocols? This is an entirely unauthorized event. Please stop interfering.
This is Lambert confirming the delayed pickup of the refinery we're taking back to Earth. To the Epsilon Reticuli using the established haulage route. My next entry will be confirmation of our flight plan to the Sol system. Lambert, out.
said I've resubmitted my report for the removal of the Once Sevastopol's been closed off, I still don't see how it's possible. I know Seegson is trying to recoup as much investment as it can on this place, but the thing is trashed. Junctions have rusted through, major safety protocols have been ignored for years. It's a wreck. Nothing short of a miracle has stopped it killing off half the population.
Science and Medical Tower. Station serving the San Cristobal Medical Facility and Seegson's synthetics.
Message for all members of the Seegson security team. There's been an altercation in the spaceflight terminal. Waits doesn't have our back. As of right now, no one hired as Seegson security is going on shift. We're cutting ties with the marshals and everyone else on station. It's time to take care of our own. I'm gonna find someplace safe for everyone to hold up. Money's dried up here. We don't owe these.
Dr. Morley, this is Marshal Waits. Make sure all your patients are prepped for the decommission.
This is a safety breach that will not be tolerated. Please calm down. Tut. I just want to help. You're starting to test my patience. Running over these accidents. That isn't authorized in this facility.
system. Ripley's giving me a list of stuff she says.
service deficient. Please fill out one of the forms provided.
it so the heating came on before we get out of the old freezer-ritos. Archer, no way.
Serving the San Cristobal Medical Facility and Seegson Synthetics. This car for Solomon's habitation tower. Serving the Solomon's Galleria Mall, Colonial Marshal Bureau, and Seegson Habitation Suites.
sorry. You were right. I never should have come here. Please tell Beth and Heidi. Tell them that I love them more than anything. Oh, God. Please tell Beth and Heidi. Tell them I love them more than anything. Oh, God, sorry so much. I found something again. I don't know where my best friend is. Now it's going. It's going everywhere. I have to tell someone. That's in my head. I was so stupid. I just had to do. Okay.
Solutions.
Company. Seegson security just came through. Guns in hand, not friendly. I had to hide under a desk.
Marxell's journal entry 340. Right. Got to be quiet now. I found a small hideaway in the spaceflight terminal. Not exactly 5-star, but it's cozy enough. I filled essentials and picked up a few things on the way. making sure I didn't run into anyone.
And now for the final ID tag for this mission is when we get to the very end of this one section before we head outside to do some spacewalking. So in this area alone you will find that there's a few guards in here, and also you will need to turn the power back on to activate this door anyway, so it's all part of the story. Now as we proceed down inside, you will find that there is an ID tag directly in front of you as soon as you go on this floor. Lucky dum I don't pick it up yet. I should have picked it up now then saved it, but for my grand idea is to save it apparently. And then we'll find the O Smith tag. Now just do the lengthy part of this 16 and then I will see you in mission 17. So at the start of mission 17 we're going to grab the log 140, 138 and 139. As soon as we start mission 17, this is where we'll be. We'll find a single guard in here with a lovely shotgun. So quickly go to the left hand side and use your torch on this door. We'll need to come through here anyway, it's all part of the story. So in this room there will be a terminal containing, I believe, there is actually 2 logs here that you can miss, but the code for repair job we actually need. So just do a quick thorough search, make sure you press interact with all of them or select button, just to be sure you have them. And also just a reminder just to look at your logs just to be safe you have got them. Now I'm going to speed things up because this next one is pretty damn easy to find because it's right next to a terminal as well. So you need to come through anyway. Once again, it's part of the story. Interact with this keyboard. Now make a save because you may die, you might not. Now go to the main control room. As you go through, be careful of the facehugger. And then you will need to interact with the keyboard, but also in this exact same room you will find an audio log at the very back. This will be 141, nowhere to run. Now for the ID tag and Nostromo log. So once you have gone through your first tram of the level, and then you'll come back into a very familiar section. This looks like the exact same area, but it's not. Well, it is in your eyes, but this is a completely different section still. It's just like being copied around. But go down onto the lower section and you will find that there's an ID tag for E. Winters. Now go inside the control room and you will find the Nostromo log number 009 health checks. We are almost done. Almost done with the logs. Now just follow the objective. There's not much for me to show here, just simply come to this terminal. Throughout the mission this is required to go on, so you can't miss it. But on this terminal make sure you look at the last stand and the shutout. So last stand you actually need to look out for the passcode, but the shutout you can actually miss. So make sure you interact with both. And now we're going to grab the keycard. I'm going to show you where it is just to be safe, even though it's not really part of the collectibles, it's part of the main story, but the keycard's in here. Now good luck. And now as you have gone to the main or the next room along, so you will need to come to this generator room. Basically once you have activated it, this door will open after you've done all your necessary stuff, and there's a facehugger in the room too. Just make sure you grab the key card next to this body, story related, and right next to you on the left will be a log 124 sealed in. Now for the ID tag, or whatever you want to call that name, and also the archive log 145. So this is basically part of the story, so you need to go in this room anyway, but once you attempt to unlock it, you have to run all the way back to that generator that we powered up once already, turn it back on, avoid the alien, go all the way back through once again to where we try to get through the door, And ta-da, we're back in. In this room alone, you will find that there's a log in here, 145, and also the ID tag. So now where you need to go next is through that ventilation directly in front, and then that's where the next video clip will play. I don't think I take any elevators. But anyway, when you get to this bit, once again, this is all part of the story of this area. Now before going right, you can't go right anyway because the path's blocked, but you can if you want to investigate. But to your left hand side, head down the stairway and take a right. Your sharp right, I should say, the sharp right. This is where you're going to find the last upgrade for the EMP V3 and also the very final Nostromo log 010. Look at us go. After you get this log, you shall get the achievement for finding all Nostromo logs.
This is Dallas.
Well, since I played this game just over 10 years ago, yeah, I've already got 100% on this game, but this game's amazing, and I think my guide needs a remake. In this same room as well, you will get the EMP V3. Welcome to mission 18. As soon as you start mission 18, make sure you save the game on your left. Proceed into the next room. You will find and hear Valentine, I think, or whatever name. I can't read it from there because I got my preview box very small. Anyway, as you proceed on, up to the right here, you will find your next ID tag. So the main objective in this room is to power up the area, but you can do that before or after doing this terminal. It's up to you because we need to come back here anyway. Be careful of this android, as I knew he was going to get up, but he somehow just rubber band to my thighs. And then you will find a terminal here with the log 147 stability alert. Oh, sorry. Stability, sorry. I'll get my words out properly. Once again, you will have to come back here just in a second. So now, after you've done all that lovely stuff, you eventually get into the next upper platform where you will find the terminal. Once again, this is required. It's all part of the story, but make sure you grab log 148. That will be right here, and that's your final log of the entire game. You should now have 151 if you've been following. We finally did it after a decade. We found them all. Ignore that 149 because I did a boo-boo. I didn't know where it was. I had to go through level select to find them. Now, after you get taken away, as soon as you gain ability or gain control of your character, just look on the chair to find the final ID tag S. Cooper. And that will be it for Aliens. Thank you so much for watching.